Hey there, Cub fans. It's Danny Rockett here from the Sun Ranto show and podcast. And I'm also a member of the Bleacher Bum Band, and I sing lead for that band, write all the songs. And well, unfortunately, last week I tested positive for COVID-19, at which point I went into isolation and I didn't do anything at all for all week. And we can change now at this point. So today, Marcus Stroman is going to be at Club 400 out in Lake in the Hills, Illinois. They're doing a big event out there that I'm supposed to perform at. There's food and drink. Marcus Stroman is going to be there doing a question and answer session with our good friend Crawley. Check out his new podcast, Fly the W, with 670 The Score. Plug. And well, as of yesterday, I had tested. It's a very faint line, and now it's all messed up and stuff. See if you can see that. No, you can't really see it, but that's yesterday's test. It's a faint pink line. That was yesterday's test. I'm right at the cusp of when your quarantine can be over, and it just happens to be today. I'm supposed to. Paul Crawley says, "Thanks for the plug. Anytime, buddy." And I hope I get to party with you tonight. I feel fine. I am, for the most part, I would say symptom free. I always have some symptoms of COVID-19. Who doesn't? Because everything is a symptom of COVID-19. But I have picked up a FlowFlex antigen home test. I cannot, in good faith, be able to go to the Club 400 party if I test positive in any way, shape, or form. Because let me tell you, this is a weird one. This is a weird illness. Not sure, what my first symptom was stuffy nose, but it's also had some digestive issues as well. Never really ran a fever, but definitely felt clammy, that kind of thing. So it's just strange. Thank God for the vaccines. That's what how I feel about it. So I've taken this one many times. I've washed my hands. That's the first thing you're supposed to do with this stuff. You wash your hands, and then you put let's see if you can't. Let me just pan down to this sucker here, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. This is for the ASMR people who liked these kind of videos with just voices and COVID tests and hands. I should have been a hand model. Look at those sexy hands. I could do a lot with this. I'm a pretty good guitar player. So we've got our right here. Let me just pull this up a little bit. Move it this way. Okay. We've got our swab, our nasal swab that I'm going to be employing. We're supposed to take this thing, which is the test itself, rip it open, and be ready to do the do with it. So that's going to look like the same as the last one. See, people are saying nice hands. Paul's nervous. Carly's nervous. Everett wants to yodel. And we're just going to give this a whirl. I've done this before, so I don't have to look at the instructions. It does come with instructions. But I'm familiar with how this one works. Unfortunately, I've taken quite a few of these tests in the past, and most of them were negative, except for one. Well, two. The first one, and then the one that I just showed you. So we're going to remove the swab. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff says, "Good luck, Danny." Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to remove this thing, the foil. As you can see, I've removed the foil, and I will now swab the inside of my nasal cavity for your viewing pleasure. Okay. And in the 10 minutes that I have to wait, I mean, sometimes faster because the line comes out faster. In the 10 minutes that you have to wait, I figured I'm gonna play a couple songs, and then I play a couple songs that I was gonna play tonight. I don't know if I'll play a whole set out there at Club 400 if I am negative. Thank you, Dominic. Good luck going deep. Yep, you got to go deep. You got to get the real. Ooh, that's too deep. So then you got to swirl this around for a minute. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to. Carrie says I need to tickle my brain. Yeah, I just did. I believe tickled my brain. So I'm going to play a couple songs in the 10 minutes that I would have played tonight at Club 400. I got my guitar set all up behind me. You can kind of see it over this shoulder. And if I test negative, I will not play the song that I'm going to play for Marcus Stroman tonight, which is a parody of Shorty Got Low by Flo Rida. And I turned it into like kind of like a rock song about Marcus Stroman because Cubby's got stro. You think we're at about a minute by now? Probably not. Probably a little bit longer. Got to keep on swirling. Keep on swirling. Yeah, this is strange world we live in that like I never thought like 3 years ago that I would be doing a live test for a virus on air, but here we are. And I can't in good conscience go to any event having tested positive. And that's just I hope everybody would feel that way, especially in this time like we're going to reach some sort of at least temporary immunity because it ripped through in December. It's ripping through now. A lot of friends that have it right now, including Lyle, who is a co-host on this show for many, many years and last night. And also Luis Medina, my old co-host partner at Outside the Ivy. He just recently had it. My fiance has it, obviously. Our entire theater company has it. A bunch of shows were canceled. So this is a kind of economic issue. And I've already missed a whole Bleacher Bum Band show, which we paid like $250 to even rehearse for. And what happened? Nothing. Didn't get to do the show because I got COVID. So, all right, that's enough of that. Now it says it doesn't say I know to do this. You have to just like squeeze the last bit out of your swab here and you get it all nice and then you rub it against the sides of the thing here. So you get all that nice juice out of there. I don't know if this is the most reliable test. It was the cheapest, which means it probably wasn't. I will throw away the swab. I will put this here. And now let's see, we'll come back down here and you can see that I will now place multiple drops and fill this little reservoir with my juice, and we will see what the results will be. So come back up here and we'll wait. So right now it is 12:38. So I think we'll know by 12:48, maybe even sooner. We'll see how this comes up. So I will we'll throw this away. And I'll play a song or two. So Dominic, who is he's writing in, he says, I have been delivering a bunch today. Yeah, there's the government tests, the Biden tests, I call them, because he's the one that I found out from. But he's been sending out, we get 8 of them. But unfortunately, they have not come. I've ordered mine. Ooh, there's an ant on my desk. Not anymore. All right, so I'm going to play, let's call this a COVID concert, if you will. I'll play a couple of my hits. Not too close to this desk, so I got to situate myself a little bit. That's too loud. And don't know how that sounded for everybody, but sounds good to me. Let's see I don't know what I look to. All right, so I'm looking too soon. All right, this one's called Rob Manfred Hates Baseball. Oh, Rob Manfred likes opening days in winter. He likes baseball games that don't go on too long. Rob Manfred likes more offense from the hitter. Likes juicing up the ball and hitting dongs. Intentional walks with just a finger. And old umpires who are always blowing calls. Likes a National League DH. But one thing Manfred hates, Rob Manfred hates baseball. Rob Manfred likes a pitch clock for the pitches and batters who stay inside the box. Likes lessening the ball drag with lower stitches and half the teams making the playoffs. That one's true now. Rob Manfred likes pitchers who face 3 batters and not paying minor leaguers at all. Likes when catchers don't block the plate. But one thing Manfred hates, Rob Manfred hates baseball. Yeehaw! So as we await this COVID test, let me just say that I think Rob Manfred's been a little bit out of the news, which I don't mind at all. Just like a bad umpire, I don't want to hear about it. Because Rob Manfred hates baseball. Rob Manfred likes TV deals and blackouts. He likes letting the Houston Astros cheat. He likes how ticket prices keep the fans out and axing teams out of the minor leagues. Rob Manfred's gonna bring us robot umpires so CB Buckner can be told he's wrong. He likes putting money in the bank, but one thing Manfred hates, Rob Manfred hates baseball. He wants to punch it in the face. Rob Manfred hates baseball. He's the one you gotta thank. Rob Manfred hates baseball. He does. So yeah, that's that one. It's so weird to play these songs without thunderous applause afterwards. How does the balance sound between the guitar and the voice? Because I could turn them up independently of me. So we'll look in the chat real quick. Everett says June 1st is National Go Barefoot Day. I will not be participating in that. I find that disgusting. Paul says, are you taking requests? Kind of. I saw you said Billy Cub. Man, I haven't played that one in so long. I'd have to actually look up the lyrics. But I will do that for you. Harry Lives Out in the Taps is another one. Let me look up Billy Cub and see if I could play it. I might have to like scroll down in the middle of the song and do it like half by half. But let me take a look at my Google Drive and see if I can't find. I haven't played that one. The chords might be too hard. I don't know. It's honestly been years since I played. If I have the chords written down, I will play it for you. So my thing's running slow. Ballad of Billy Cub, and not gonna look at my I'm not even finding it. All right, well, that's off. I'm not finding that song anywhere. It might be at a different account. But I will. How about this? I will play. Jeff says I should sing out the window for people to hear. My neighbors hear me sing all the time, so I don't think that they care. Haircut. All right, that's one. That's another one I haven't played for a long time. My name is John Lackey. Well, let's do one I know because Paul's asking for all the ones. Carly's asking for all the ones that I haven't played in a long time. Of course, I'll do another like B-side Rocket one at some point. But how about we do the one out close to a beer? How about that one? It's the bottom of the 8th, the game is getting late, and the W is near. My Budweiser's gone, and the vendors have moved on. I hate when they disappear. Tonight the Cubs are winning, and we're almost out of here. We're one out closer to a beer. One out closer to a beer. It seems they raise them prices every single fucking year. It's a 1, 2, 3 to victory and get the hell out of here. We're one out closer to a beer. Wow! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In inebriated states, we'll be streaming toward the gates, clutching Cubby souvenirs to a bar across the street where you could possibly meet Wayne Messmer or Bob Dernier. Or let's scream and shout for 3 more outs and get the hell out of here. We're 1 out closer to a beer. We're 1 out closer to a beer. It seems they raise them prices every single fucking year. It's 1, 2, 3 to victory and get the hell out of here. We're 1 out closer to a beer. We're 1 out closer to a beer. Seems they raise them prices every single fucking year. It's 1, 2, 3 to victory and get the hell out of here. We're 1 out closer. We're 1 out closer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't you know we're 1 out closer to a bear? All right, there's that one. Why don't I do one more? We'll take a look at the COVID test, see how I did. That should be the 10 minutes that we need. Robert Sanchez says, Fitzy and I just left, starting our trek north to Club 400 tonight. Yeah, well, good for you. We'll see what I get to do in just a moment when we look at the results of my COVID test at this COVID test concert. So I'm either playing one more song or 2 more songs. We shall find out. I think probably a pretty good one is Coming Back to Wrigley. I think that one pretty much people like quite a bit. I wrote this one after the Cubs won the World Series, maybe in the off season after they did it. And I was just kind of thinking about like the long time coming that it was to get that trophy up on the north side of Chicago where it sits today. And just kind of just how that moment felt to me and what my thoughts were. Hold on. All right, close enough for rock and roll. I'm coming back to Wrigley with a ticket in my hand, no ring upon my finger because I am just a fan. And I spent all of my money on sausages and beer, but I was there when they won it that year. A pressured anticipation had the city tightly wrought with a 5-3 combination as the sailing ball was caught. Half a dozen generations who would live to see the day the Cubs would take the season all the way. Now we're coming back to Wrigley. We're coming back to Wrigley. The ivy will start growing. The April winds are blowing in today. The conquerors in triumph bring the foreign trophy home, like old Caesar on the Appian Way back in ancient Rome, while the cities of the vanquished have to turn around and look, while history's inscribed into the books. We're coming back to Wrigley. We're coming back to Wrigley. There'll be no talk of losing while the bleacher bums are boozing by the flags. And we'll pay more for the peanuts. Yeah, we'll pay more for the beer, 'cause we're paying for the players that can win another year. Yeah, we're coming back to Wrigley. We're coming back to Wrigley. We're all a little tougher. Let's just go win another one. We're all a little tougher. Let's just go win another one. We're all a little tougher. Let's just go win another one. We're all a little tougher. Oh, let's just go win another one. We're coming back to Wrigley. 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 But first, we're going to go play two on the south side. I messed up the joke. Yeah, coming back to Wrigley. I don't know. That song means a lot to me. This was a very special time. Okay, let's take a look at the COVID test. That doesn't get much more positive for COVID than that. Oh, crap. Well, I don't know what to say now. That really fucking sucks. Wait, we got Paul saying, wait, Facebook user says, boo. Paul, Carly, I don't think you know how the COVID test works. This means I have COVID, I believe. Unfortunately, if you see, there's two lines, which means maybe I should have explained that two lines mean COVID. One line means, yeah, that means negative. But, as I said, I was just on the cusp of this whole thing. Paul rejoices in my COVID diagnosis. Maybe he was yaying for coming back to Wrigley. I don't know. But yeah, that freaking sucks. Yeah. A lot of people say, I'm sorry. My first time at Club 400. All that fucking sucks. Agree. Bummer, man. Crap. Yeah, Carly says I thought it was negative. It was not. Yeah, I mean, listen, we all got to get. I'm not gonna cry about this because although it's really disappointing, this is something I've been looking forward to for a long time, just as much as Everett Paul Yoakum has been looking forward for a year to National Go Barefoot Day. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. One of my best friends, Crawley, is throwing the event. He's doing the Q&A. I'm sure I'm gonna get to watch a live stream of this at some point later tonight. And Dominic says, get a biosuit. Nah, I mean, it's just not worth it. Here's the thing. It's like, I know that hospitalizations are down. I know that this is a milder form of this illness, but it's not a joke. And I refuse to see my mother. She lives in in like a retirement place right now. I can't see her. I'm like masking up at the grocery stores and getting out of there as soon as I can. I don't know if I'm shedding a lot of virus, but until I test negative, I'm not going to be in any public place. And also just like, it's awkward for me. I was kind of texting with Crawley about this yesterday. It's super awkward for me to be at a party, even if I'm like, even if it was like a faint line and I was like, well, I think I'm probably okay. Or if I just it's outside, I'll take a chance. It's in a tent, I'm going to be singing. I'm supposed to perform, and then what I'm supposed to do, not talk to people. So I gotta talk. I gotta talk to people. I'm not gonna be at a party. Supposed to drive Joe Kilgallen out there, who's tonight's host. So now I gotta tell him that I can't drive him. So he's got a car. He'll be fine. He actually lives closer to the highway than I do. But I'm gonna play my Stroman song. Bernie says I'll be wearing a mask tonight. Probably smart. It's going around. If you haven't had it yet, you don't want it. Facebook user says, see, Danny actually cares about other people, so he's doing the right thing. Yeah, I do want to do the right thing with this stuff. So, I mean, although it sucks for me, I've been a lot more disappointed in my life about other things. So, and Bernie says you will be missed. I'll miss you guys too. If you can in the show or during the night sometime, give me a call, make me feel good. Maybe we could figure out something that I could like live stream in my Stroman song. I don't know. Maybe we figure out something. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask for that, but maybe I will ask for that. So I'm gonna sing because I was gonna sing this tonight. I like this song. It's fun. I loved this song when it came out. Shorty Got Low. I'm not like the biggest kind of hip hop fan, pop music fan in the world. This was definitely like the song of the summer in like the 2007, something like that. So I was sitting out in the bleachers with one of the beneficiaries of tonight's. I'm trying to find a pick. So, it's in my guitar strings. I was with one of the beneficiaries, the Lost Boys of tonight's event. I was with him in the bleachers, Mr. Levante Stewart, who's the CEO of that awesome company, and so we were sitting here, we were kind of shooting the shit about what song I should do for this event and what I could parody for Marcus Stroman. And people said like Starman by David Bowie, he's a Stroman waiting, and it could have been all that sort of thing. And but nothing was really hitting right. You always got to do a song that's pretty popular for people to understand. This one was certainly popular. It's also like more contemporary than songs I usually do, which are in the classic rock variety. So somebody said Spoon Man, and the song's in like 5/8, and I'm like, no, we're not learning 5/8. So I did this one. Marcus Stroman takes the field, you're about to get served. Other teams' runners won't get around third. Time for the show. He came to throw. Cubby's got stro, helping out kids with height doesn't measure heart. When Stroman pitches, he is always throwing darts. Time for the show. He came to throw. Cubby's got stro. We've got an awesome pitcher in Chicago, the first to wear number 0. He was pitching for a while with Toronto, played with the Mets a year ago. The wind can blow, but Marcus knows to keep it low. Pinpoint control. Stroll's gonna strike him out and take a little stroll. Does his thing when he gets on a roll. Throws the heater and it explodes. Wrigley Field and out on the road. Swing and miss when he's in beast mode. A fashion line of HDMH clothes. Never gets tight when he's down 3-0. Changing up speed from the fast to the slow. Retire 27 in a row. Marcus Stroman takes the field. You're about to get served. Other teams' runners won't get around third. Time for the show. He came to throw. Cubby's got stro. Helping out kids with height doesn't measure heart. When Stroman pitches, he is always throwing darts. Time for the show. He came to throw. Cubby's got stro. We're going to root for Marcus Stroman. He's got millions of fans across Chicagoland, cheering up in the stands. Don't make October plans. We'll be World Series champs. Yeah, Marcus is the man. Oh, Marcus Stroman takes the field. You're about to get served. Other teams' runners won't get around third. Time for the show, time for the show. He came to throw. Cubby's got stro. Helping out kids with height doesn't measure heart. When Stroman pitches, he is always throwing darts. Time for the show. He came to throw. Cubby's got Stro. So that's what I was gonna premiere tonight. Instead, I premiered it right here on this show. So well, there it is. Another COVID test taken, another positive result. It's not showing up in the numbers. By the way, I'm just a person with COVID that's it's not counted. So whatever the positivity rate is, it's this much higher. So Maggie says for somebody with lung disease, thank you and respect for taking it seriously. Yeah, you just don't know who you're around. I certainly don't want to hear of a situation where I went to this party, gave people COVID, and then they got hurt or died, or happens for people all different ways. I luckily don't have a bad case of it. Oh, this guitar string went up my nose. Think I'd be used to it by now with all these COVID tests. But unfortunately, the Cubs are not playing today, so I don't know what the fuck to do. My day is free, I guess. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for wishing me well and all that stuff. I'll leave you with this. That sucks. We will talk to you Sunday night when the Sun Rantha show will be back. Hopefully I can test negative. I got tickets for Monday. Just keep taking these damn tests. And David says, oh yeah, the guitar has COVID. Yeah. Everything around me has COVID. I can't. That's the one thing I can't wait to do is go to the laundromat and clean everything. So he also says, thanks, Danny. Well, you're welcome. If you're not a Patreon supporter, you should be. That's how I pay to stream this to you, my COVID tests. So maybe we'll do another COVID test on Monday, which is the next time I want to do something. All right. Spagog, everybody. Go Cubs backwards, as they say in the business. We'll hear it from Fergie Jenkins.
This is Fergie Jenkins. You're listening to Sean Rando, the 69th Beth Cup podcast.
Spagog.